Welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the Pittsburgh Penguins. We find ourselves at the top of the Eastern Conference, just above Montreal Canadiens. Who would have thought the team that we ended up doing the save in before is just as good without us as they were with us? They're in second place right now with 80 points in 57 games. We have that one game at hand. And then just to follow is Islanders and Buffalo Sabres went on a downhill spiral. They're 75 points. They were at one point in number one. And then you have Ottawa Senators. Hurricanes are actually turning the season around. That is shocking. And then Columbus is just a dumpster fire. You have Toronto as well, 56 points in 56 games. Like I said, they're a 500 team. I mean, I think they're a 500 team now in real life, but it is what it is. Then you have you have Boston Bruins in a total rebuild. I've never actually seen that. I've never seen total rebuild on it. So let's go and see if we can poach some of these players. Total rebuild for Panthers as well. Interesting. Let's see if we can. Let's take a quick look at the standings before we do anything. In terms of the league, we are first in the league though. Our goals for, and we have moderate amount of goals against. So I think what has to be said is you do need a goalie for this to really take shape. And then currently, I mean, out of we're around 22 points from out of playoff contention there, and I feel as though that would take an absolute miracle for us not to. That alone is 10 games that they have to win more than us losing, and there's only really around 20 games, so we'd have to lose almost every single game for it to matter. But we'll go back to the standings because I did see something interesting here. Blomqvist, the player that we traded, is 32-8. So clearly we were the reason why he was being held back. He's still only around a 3-star, but his contract is pretty good. Actually Montreal signed him. Oh my God. So Montreal ended up signing him for $5 million a year. So it's a good thing we got that. I would take Levi for $8 million over Blomqvist for $5 million. But we'll take a look at the stats. Currently, Bouchard is injured though, or not injured, suspended. He's suspended for 6 games. We managed to do decent without him, but it's still a heartbreak getting through it. McTavish, as our franchise player, 71 points in 56 games. Just looking at his stats again, he is an okay defensive player, so I don't mind that. But everything mental, everything physical, everything offensive, this guy is disgusting. I mean, he's doing that with 71 points in 56 games. He's doing what he did last year without playing 82 games yet. So let's take a look at his highest one was 93 with us. I feel as though he can get that, no problem, no questions asked. Yeah, he's around 103 is what he could get. Guentzel could get 85. Johnson's projected to do 80, so 55 in 56 games. Pretty good. He's turned his season around. Bouchard's still 45 in 53 games. Hemming's also a guy to talk about as well. 53 points, so his bounce back after a rookie season is doing pretty well. And even this guy, Trent Frederick, 44 points in 56 games. That's probably his best that he's ever had. We ended up getting him for nothing. We ended up just signing him as a free agent. So 65 grade as well. But this is what happens when you're not playing on a terrible team. Granted, he did do pretty decent with Boston Bruins. But we're going to look at trade block in a sec. I haven't really looked too in depth with this. And then Puritan's doing pretty well, 43 points, 41 points for Krasinski, 38 for Jagger. Let's take a look at Jacobson, 28 points. So he is going to do a little bit better than he did last year, but it is his second season. He is now a 4.5 star potential. But I do like his offensive rating, and I like his physicals a lot. His defensive rating is pretty good as well. It's just his mental that's not as good, but he is a team player, so you know he's going to go for the assist probably. But he's already putting up the same numbers that he did last season, roughly, with less games. So I do like that as well. We'll take a look at our goalies real quick, and then we'll take a look at the grades first. 71 for Kent Johnson. So yeah, between him and McTavish, amazing. And then towards the bottom you have Kane, who has good stats, Good defensive stats, but apparently just not the right player for us. Jacobson 60, Fyodorov. So I guess it might be the bottom line then. Maybe it's just the players that are on the bottom line. Lamb was 63, but everyone above 50 or 60 is pretty good. And then we'll take a look at the goalies here. We do have Kosa 8-1-1, but his save percentage is the worst that I've ever seen. 905 for Levi, so he's kind of turned around a little bit. 3.1, so that got a little bit worse, but goals against 4.1. So Kosa's winning, but it's not for a lack of trying. I mean, I guess it shows that goalie rating is probably better than mental attributes in the end, I think. I'll take a look at Levi though. Yeah, because Levi is very good in terms of his goalie rating, and his mentals are just off the chart. So I guess you can't just have one. You can't just have mental. You obviously have to have a pretty good goalie rating as well. But 143 goals against, that is insane. So we'll look at the NHL. Let's see if there's any, what am I looking at? Transactions. Let's look at trade block. Let's see who's on it. Makar. No way. Quinn as well. And then Meyer. But their contracts are a bit higher. Quinn and Makar are the only ones that I could see myself trying to go for. But like I said, I think it's going to be the same thing as last season, or earlier or a couple seasons ago actually, where we try and go all in on these players, and then they just want like an arm and a leg. I don't even think I have enough to give him. And he doesn't want to come to us anyways. Why wouldn't you want to come to the #1 team? That's what I don't understand. Let's see, Robertson's just an all-out forward. He's probably not on ours either. You'd rather go to Tampa, the bottom team in the league, than go to us. So that's kind of shitty. Let's try and see Quinn. See what it would cost. I do like Quinn as a player actually. All right, so let's look at so nothing so far. Let's see if we can give up any picks or anything like that. We'll give up our second. We'll give up our second probably next year as well. I imagine Kraken's going to be worse. And at least they're going to bite. So Hugo Hallen or Ryder Ritchie. It feels like we can add a little bit more to this. But they're going to have to eat a sizable amount of his contract. I think he's on his last year too. So he does have 29 points. So he's pretty good. I don't want to get rid of him. But we'll look at rights then. Get rid of some of the rights that we have. What do they need? They need a goalie. Okay, we'll give them a goalie. We have a bunch. So Malik we could get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of Malik. They'll never accept it. Now let's see to make this work. So they'll want Berkeley Catton. So all our 5 stars and these guys. Tanzem. Tanzem's doing pretty decent. Yeah, we don't want to get rid of him either. So we'll look at rights now. If we can actually get this trade, that'd be pretty good. But we're gonna try and give up a Russian and make them eat his salary. We're not okay. We gave up 2 picks. We can probably give up another thing. Let's give up our second again. They'll never accept it. I mean, that's pretty good for a guy that you're not gonna have next season. Alright, they still want Krasinski, Hugo Hallen, who is... he is playing for us. I don't really see the hype around him. Look at our depth chart first. Hugo Hallen's our 5th best, so it'd be Spence and Boliveau, and then maybe Riley Steen comes up. He looks kind of on par with him. Minus maybe the strength. Hugo Holland is our second top prospect, though. Bogaki. That's a unpleasant sounding name. Then we have Forsman still as our top six, I guess. I do want to make this work though, but it does seem like it's a bit more than what I want. We'll have to look at it more. Oh, I guess he didn't end up getting added. Is there anyone that we're not really playing that much? Spends a coin. And then Tagreen. I mean, that is pretty significant. I don't know what they want. Ryder Ritchie, no. Jagger. None of these guys we'll let ourselves get away with. All right, we'll take a look at just the teams that are at the bottom then. So Winnipeg. Let's see if they have anyone that we would want. Pilling. Pilling looks pretty good. Okay, they're not going to want anything. Start off with picks then. We'll do ours again. We'll do the 2 first rounders or 2 second rounders again. See if that okay. And then they want our 2 franchise players. So there's no way we can do that. Chamber. They need a center. They still don't want to partake with that. Maybe Theodore. Doc. Kale Doc. Yeah, we'll do Kale Doc. No, they still, okay. So we're going to ignore them. They only want 2 players. We can't obviously partake with that. Kelly, though. I mean, it doesn't look like their team's a full rebuild, so maybe we'll go for the total rebuild. See if we can actually scam them a little bit. Pasternak. Pasternak we can't afford. McAvoy might be able to. Oh yeah, we're going to go for McAvoy. So already they don't want anything. Maybe we'll do the 2 first, or 2 seconds and a first. And see if they're willing to talk to us. Okay. You know what? I don't mind that. If they want to eat his contract, we'll do that. Maybe not give up the first, though. Let's see if we can do it without the first. We'll add one of them. We'll add the Tanzam guy, I think. Tanzam. Because he's around 2.5. Yeah, we'll do Tanzam. Okay. Done. What did we just get? We only have to give up two seconds and Tanzam for McAvoy and 50% of his salary. Let's look at, are we over? No, we're not. Oh my god. Let's see. This is going to be a deadly combo. So yeah, we don't have to give up that much for a team that's on a total rebuild. So let's see if we can poach them more. I'm gladly give up our first. Pasternak is the only one that I can see that I would want. Maybe Werenski. I mean, Tanzam's already their second best player. But he was doing pretty well for us too. His offensive is off the chart. I kind of want Pasternak, but he is a defensive liability. And he won't go to us. Okay, that makes that easier. Alright, on to the next one. Let's see if we can, who is the other one that's total rebuild? So Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay. And we'll look at Leafs after. So who's their top guy is Lynn. A lefty. Two-way defenseman. Do we try and get another defenseman? That'd be insane. Our defense would be off the chart. Um, 71 points for Tkachuk, but I don't think we'd be able to afford him. Let's see if we can get Lynn first. I don't think we need another right D though. All right. Let's give up our. We have Kraken second. Jesus. Okay, so we'll do second. Give up Kraken second also for next season. They still won't do it. Let's see if it's a first that they want. No. Okay. So who else do they have? Trethaway? Probably not. Let's see Tkachuk. I feel as though we'd have to offload someone though to get him. He probably won't want to come to us. We're probably on his no trade. Yeah, we're on his no trade. So let's go to Leafs now. As much as I hate them, I feel as though we can still snake them a little bit. Huh. Just for shits. Let's see if we can get him. All right. We'll do draft picks here. We'll do the first no matter what. And we'll see if they're sniffing around after that. They would do it for Ken. So, and he's on for 5 years. Okay, so we've got them at least on the hook. They want a goalie, a right D. So just for a first and a second. And we're not going to do anything with that first anyways. So Kent Johnson is a Daigle we could probably get rid of. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Daigle. How do we get him anyways? He was drafted by the Leafs. Oh my god, this would be hilarious. Okay. No love lost for this. We can't... Don't worry about me. Okay, they still want Kent Johnson. So maybe we do mental math. Let's see. So 83 million. So we'd have to give up someone that's still sizable. So go cap hit. Bouchard. Guentzel's not going to go. Prudhomme. I'll let us do that. Okay. They still want Kent Johnson. So Daigle, Prudhomme, a first and a second. Spence. They can't add that many players. Oh, come on. We can't do Ken Johnson. I've already said that. Look at rights. Ogaki, Kakkonen. Why is it saying that now? He's just the rights. Okay, we'll do picks. We'll give him Carolina's pick here. Okay. So we'll have to get a player back. Literally the worst player that I can find is Warm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So 2 seconds of first, Prudhomme and Daigle, the guy that they drafted for Matthews. No, they didn't draft him, but they got him, and then they just let him go on free agency. No, it shows they picked him. I don't get. Oh no, the pick was the fourth. I don't understand how this happened, but I will take this all day long. We're at 84 cap. Okay, so someone went down. I can't see who. Who do we put on? Do we put anyone on waivers? Oh my god. So Matthews is at the top, McTavish. So 1-2 punch right there. This is insane. I don't know how our cap's going to be next year. We're going to be 10 million in the hole. So McAvoy's going to have to go after this season. Spence as well. So that alone should clear that. And then oh, okay, and then probably Catton. Catton's going to have to go as well. That's insane. I mean, I kind of want to get greedier. Let's see if we can get anyone else. Red Wings, who do you have? Augustin, Raymond. Raymond's not really a defensive player. Oh, Palika. Do you like Palika? Point shooter, defenseman. I mean, I kind of got to look at our lines right now. Oh, our lines. That is insane. I can't believe we just did that. Jaxon Jacobson. So with this, it bumps Guentzel to the bottom line. How unreal is that? And then our defense. So I guess Holland. Bolivo is probably our worst defenseman out of all of them. And then we have McAvoy. Wait till Bouchard comes back. Oh my god, I can't even believe this. This is insane. I don't know how they did this. Let's see if they're willing to give up more. Or anyone else we can get from them. Maybe defenseman, not Schaefer. Matt. They have Mazden Leslie? No, he's not good. Not good enough for us. They have Snellgrove too. Nylander, Robertson. No, I can't add that much cap. Oh my god, I can't believe this has happened so far though. This has been absolutely insane. This episode is going to go very long just because of this. So Prudhomme, yeah, I was okay with getting rid of him. We didn't even give up anything for him. That was like the biggest fleece of a trade ever. So who else is in rebuild mode? Tampa Bay, okay. They have Vasilevsky we could get. No. They have Beckett Hamilton. No. Sergachev? 8 mil? No, I can't do that. Kucherov is 5 mil. 5 mil? Really? And then 4 million next year. But his defensive rating's trash. Hronik. I don't even want to know what his contract is. 5 million. Yeah, we can't really do that. Goddesberry? No. 7 million? Jesus, that's why they're so bad. Coolemans. I remember seeing that guy's name before. So we can't get them. Let's look at the east, or west, sorry. San Jose we could poach. Anaheim too. Zagreus. Could you imagine? If imagine trading McTavish for him. That'd be hilarious. Let's look at Catton. No, Catton doesn't want to go there. Okay. Interesting. So we won't even attempt that one. Jets. Okay, all these guys are rebuild. Even Dallas is a rebuild. Colorado's win now. Okay, let's see Minnesota. Minnesota says rebuild this year. Actually, we'll take a look at Nashville. I mean, we could get Askarov, but it feels like we give up way too much for him. Roman Yossi we could get. He has 1 year and 2. He wouldn't want to go to us, I don't think. No, Toronto. Okay, so you wouldn't want to go to anyways. They have Iginla. Forsberg could go, but he's not really a defensive player either. I feel so we might be set with this team. Let's see our first game. Okay, Berkeley Catton, we're gonna have to so assign him that, and then sorry, Berkeley. Okay. Yeah, well, what do you want? What do you expect? There's no way that we're gonna mess this up. We'll do AI setup organization. It'd be very interesting to see what happens. Okay, so Steen gets brought up. That's interesting. We still have around 4 million left. So if there's anyone that's on the waiver there, 4-2, let's see. First game, Hemming, Johnson, McTavish, and Holland. So don't even see him in the first game. But now we have our boy back. So we immediately get two top players, two top goal scorers. Oh my god. I feel bad for McTavish. He gets bumped down to the second line, but our 1-2 punch is going to be huge. This is crazy, though. So Evan Bouchard's back. Trade deadline is in, what, 4 days? 5 days? All right, let's see. Let's see if we can manage to win. We have to face the Toronto game for sure. 8-0. Wow. That's embarrassing. Against Winnipeg, against a bottom feeder team. Did we just make our team worse? That is ridiculous. We do have 84 points. I mean, that kind of stuff happens, but it really shouldn't happen where we end up losing that much. Hurdle's super old. But I mean, McAvoy should have made our team much better. He's a phenom defensive rating. I don't know what our lines look like then. I have to take a closer look to that now that Bouchard's back. But geez, we went from last season to almost making the playoffs, or kind of making the playoffs, but not really, to being at the top. Matthews, yeah, okay. Matthews and Bouchard are the top there. Yeah, we'll do AI setup organization, especially after that loss there. And then we'll look at the lines. Holland's not even playing right now. So Jacobson, Catton. So Catton gets moved down to the bottom. Puritan, Jagger, and Lom. We might want to look at that as well. Frederick, McTavish, Guentzel. That is actually a solid second line. And then Johnson, Matthews, and Hemming. Korchinski, Bouchard, Hudson, McAvoy, and Steen and Bolivo. So the bottom one is just the only suspect one. If we don't beat Toronto, though, I might cry actually. 5-2. Okay. Jagger scores, Bouchard scores, Hudson scores, Matthews gets 2. That's insane. Florida, we should be able to beat up on, and it's going to be trade deadline right after. So we'll take a quick look at seeing if there's anyone available there in the trade block. But I feel as though there's not going to be. Marner now. Okay, so now they must be full rebuild. Drysdale's 5 million. Okay, they don't want that. Just give up draft picks again. Okay, so that made them bite. Give up our third next season too. So 3 for 3/3 and 50% retained. No. No, we're not going to give up any of those players. We'll give you another pick. We'll give you another third. So 4/3. All right. 4/3 and a player, obviously. Huh. They want Holland. They want Holland so bad, though. But this is just a 1-year dump. Maybe Bolivo. Yeah, we'll give up Bolivo. And they won't accept it. Okay. So ignore that. Let's look at another one. Trade block. Timo Meyer, Mangiapane. Swayman's actually available as well. All these players are too much, though. Hanfelt. Owen Tippett. I still can't believe we got Matthews. Will he even come to us? No, he wouldn't even want to come to us. So why would Matthews come to us and Marner wouldn't follow suit? Mangiapane, no, he's too old. Lundstrom, no. Tomasino, no. I mean, Swayman might be a decent backup, but feels like that might be it. I don't think we can get anyone. Yeah, I don't think we can get anyone. We'll leave it at that. That's I mean, that was still ridiculous trade deadline. And we find ourselves still at the top. We did lose that one embarrassing one. Ooh, Bo Danfus. Guy that we wanted. 31 points. Pretty good. I do like that. But we're just gonna hold this team now. Barring no injuries, we should be good. Okay, so Holland gets it back from Steen. But Bolivos are 5-1. Oh, did they put Kosa in? Oh no, we conceded 4 at the beginning, and then Puritan gets the only goal there. I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. I feel as though it might be even Devon Levi might have played a little bit too many games, but 60 games in, we're still at the top. So we'll end up playing the next little bit. We'll play maybe the Chicago game, and then leave it at that, and then come back for next season, or for the end of the season, and come back for playoffs. See how well everyone's doing as well, and see if we can get something done here. 6-4, so still defensively, we're not as sound as what I was hoping. But Kent Johnson gets 2 there, Frederick, and then Holland and Richie get them before Puritan gets the last goal of the game. So not bad, not bad. But we'll end it here with 42 wins. I mean, barring an absolute travesty, we don't make the playoffs, but I feel as though that's still impossible. We should be able to win the division, maybe not the conference, but definitely the division. I really hope this ended up making our team better, but I mean, only time will tell whether or not that's true. So we'll see you for the playoffs, and hopefully you can manage to get the top spot again. Thank you for watching, and until next time.